Okay, so welcome to today's video. Once again, my name is Manu Sagambuta, your mentor for various courses. So in today's discussion, we are going to look at the meaning of special education. We are also going to look at the history of special education, the stages that special education has passed through for it to reach where it has reached right now. So let's begin by defining what special education is about. Now, special education is the education intended for learners who differ significantly from the norm or from a particular standard. This is a type of education that is offered to children or people that differ significantly from a particular standard or norm. Okay, so having understood what special education is about, we need to look at now the history behind special education. We need to look at the history of special education, the stages that special education has undergone for it to have reached where it has reached. Okay, so basically, special education has passed through 3 stages, and we're going to discuss those stages that special education has passed through. So number 1, we have what we call the pre-Christian era. The pre-Christian era, we have also what we call the Christian era, and we also have what we call the post-Christian era. So these are the 3 periods that special education has passed through. So we're going to look at what happens in each of the era that has been mentioned. And we're going to examine how the terms of the treatment that was given to these people, okay, that had some kind of deformities or some kind of disabilities. So what was the treatment? Okay, and in terms of education, how were they treated? So we're going to examine such kind of aspects. Okay, so let's begin with the pre-Christian era. This was before the advent of Christianity. Okay, so this era was actually before the introduction of Christianity. So way back then, it was referred to as the period of Dark Ages. It was considered the period of Dark Ages. Why? Because it was characterized by 2 factors. Number 1, it was characterized by ignorance. Number 2, it was characterized by superstitions. And this is the reason as to why this period was considered to be Dark Ages. Why? Because there was so much superstition, there was so much ignorance that ruled these people, such that they couldn't comprehend, okay, some aspects. So because of that, this period was called the Dark Ages. So let's examine what happened in this period. Okay, so what happened is that children with special needs were, first of all, maltreated, dehumanized, and ostracized. Okay, so children did not see the light of the day because they were given a very hard punishment. They were not considered as normal human beings, and I'm talking about these children that had deformities, that had certain disabilities, that had certain conditions which were not considered to be normal. And this can be traced way back also in the times of in the times of Jesus Christ. We saw that those people that had got diseases such as leprosy, they were considered to be to be not normal, so to say. And you see, they used to hang them. They used to give them bells. They would hang bells around their necks, so that if they're coming in a road or they're walking on a road, people will be able to hear the sound, and they'll be able to tell, to say there's someone who is having leprosy who is coming, and therefore we have to deviate from them. We have to run away from them. So there was that kind of treatment that was given to them. So this was actually before the coming of Christianity, before the introduction of Christianity. That was before the advent of Christianity. So let's read further and find out what really happened. So we're told to say these children with special needs, they were locked up, okay, and movement was not was limited. Of course, the movement was limited, so they were not allowed. So they could just lock them up in a room. So they were not allowed to move around, to interact with with normal people. So they could just keep them in the room, and sometimes they could even die from there because they were not given food and they were not cared for. So such kind of things happened in